What up, Talkin fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Knockout of the Week Award. You know what you're here for, man. Happy Easter. And what other than a wonderful knockout will you get today? We are going to talk about, honestly, the big one. The big one we're going to talk about, man. Conor Benn. Conor Benn coming through last night, finishing Van Heerden in 2. What a great fight, man. Ben came out with a lot of pressure from the start and was pushing Van Heerden back. They were trading punches off the ropes. Ben was unloading with a lot of punches, but he was really wild at times and getting caught here and there with counters. In the second, Ben unloaded with a variety of hard punches to send Van Heerden down hard to the mat. Van Heerden struggled to make it up as the referee waved off the fight. Honestly, not much to talk about, man. It was very, very fast. Cedric, what did you think of Conor Benn's performance, man?
I had to catch the replay of it. Well, I had to watch it again this morning. Not again, but for the first time this morning. Again, he's a boxer, but prefers to more in a fighting, brawling style. And that's exactly what he did yesterday. He doesn't really try to disguise what he's coming to do. He's coming to take your head off, and but he does use his jab. But there's mean intentions on those punches at all times. There's like, as far as his tempo, some guys like to pace themselves a little bit, a couple of jabs, a couple of random punches, and then throw that bomb in there. But with Conor, every punch is he's trying to hurt you.
Yeah, man. He's trying to take your head off. Yeah, man. He's trying to take your head off with every punch. We saw that last night, man, and we see it in all of his fights. Honestly, I'd like to see him, calm down a little bit, man, and maybe put together some actual combinations instead of throwing wild punches.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. As everyone was telling Deontay Wilder to use more of his boxing skills than his jab, but if 38 out of 40 people are dropping just by that right hand, it's hard for that fighter to get out of that mentality. Similar to Edison or Edgar Berlanga a couple of weeks ago, trying to come after Steve Rolls, right? Just trying to come headhunting when he should have just kind of used the jab and calmed down a little bit, boxed a little bit better. But yeah.
Oh, you see me, eh?
So,
yeah, I like that.
So yeah.
Man, happy Easter.
Happy Easter from the future world champ right here.
That's right.
You can see your thumbs up.
That's right.
But yeah, man, Conor did his thing, and it's usually, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not usually like one punch knockouts he had. It's usually like a combination, like he's just finishing you off with the bombs that he's throwing, right?
Honestly, when I seen in that fight, as soon as he smells that hurtness, he throws that one punch and gets hurt. He gets so excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's excited because he wants to rip your effing head off, man.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's exactly what we saw in last night's fight, man. He totally got Van Heerden hurt, came in there and just started unloading bombs. Sometimes they're wild and don't hit, and he gets caught. And, sometimes it ends up like it did the way it did last night, and that was with a knockout victory, and honestly, a pretty flashy one, man. Van Heerden went down pretty hard. Took him a few minutes to get back up, man. He was, he was hurt.
Shout out to the people in the chat. What up? Bonjour, bon kiki. J'espère que tout est bien. Shout out to Ray. What up, Ray? Ray says Ben isn't winning a world title soon, though. Don't get it twisted. Listen, he has a puncher's chance. Anybody with the same last name as me has a puncher's chance. So yeah, I'm riding with Conor Benn.
Honestly, the only way that kid's gonna win a world title, to be honest, man, is if he sits down and fucking. Oh, excuse my language. If he literally sits down and like calms himself, man, because it's gonna be one time he's gonna throw those wild punches, man, and he's gonna get caught hard. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
He got a chance. He got a chance, Ray. Come on now. He got a chance. Spence and Ugas, we'll get into that in a second real quick. But But yeah, facts. Ben, he has that power, and anybody who has that power, you have to respect it. So anybody who he fights, I don't think they're just gonna walk him down, and like you're gonna have to have a very good jab and make sure your defense is good to because you might get outboxed, but you don't want to stand there and go to war with go toe to toe with him, because that's exactly what he wants you to do. What weight is he again? Is this 168?
He is actually 140. Well, he weighed in last night at 146. So
welterweight. Okay, my bad. Okay. Yeah. Welterweight. Okay.
Honestly, I agree with Ray's statement there, man. There are too many killers in that division. If Ben is going to put a belt around his waist, man, he's really got to calm down when that happens, man.
Okay, how about
overzealous? He can't get super excited because he's going to get caught one day, man. He's going to get caught, and that's going to be it.
How about we can compare him to like an Artur Gotti type fighter who's is going to bring exciting. He's going to be exciting.
Oh yeah. Right. No, don't get me wrong, man. He's an exciting fighter to watch, yes. But the wild swinging, man, is it's a recipe for disaster. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, he's going to get countered hard, and he's going to go down, man. And honestly, watching it there, you know what I mean? And he leaves himself so open when he's swinging that wild, man. Only a matter of time before he gets caught, man.
Yeah.
But he is the winner of our Knockout of the Week award. But we do have to touch on the Errol Spence and Ugas fight. I was just informed before we came on the show here that it ended in the 10th as my phone died. So honestly, it was great. It was a great fight. Honestly, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, real quick from Bone Kiki, I was surprised Crawford wasn't there. Crawford has had some other fighters fighting on another card somewhere, so we just went to support them. That's the reason why that he wasn't there. But again, the fight went exactly how I thought it was going to go. Not simply that Spence was going to win, he was the favorite anyway, but I said that it was going to be a tough win for Spence, and he was going to get tested, and he did get tested. That time, it's actually funny because in that 6th round when he got hurt, it was kind of his own fault. It's not like he got caught. He after the fight, he said he thought he heard the referee said break, so he kind of turned away, and that's when he got caught. He admitted himself it was his own fault. He wasn't blaming any protect yourself at all times. He said that himself, so he knows. So he was hurt. You can see he was visibly hurt. His legs shook a little bit, but he showed that heart and he fought smart to come back harder. People were surprised that I gave the 7th round to Ugas, even though Spence was coming back. Even though he was coming back. Happy Easter. He made even though Spence made a comeback in that round 7. I think it was more in the later part of the round. So I still gave the round to Ugas. Anyways, my bad for going off with a little random rant there.
It's all right. Honestly, it was a great fight. I was happy to see Errol Spence back in the ring doing his thing. He looked really good. It wasn't
breaking orbital bones. He broke his orbital bone. The second person. He did it to Kell Brook, and now we did it to now we did it last night to you guys. Broke his orbital bone. That's how hard he punches. I'm telling you, man. That with Crawford and Spence, I don't know if there's another 50 fight that's as close. The only reason why I'm picking Spence by just a fraction of a hair is because Spence is just used to sparring and fighting bigger guys.
Right.
Crawford has been hurt by smaller guys. Crawford got hurt by Gamboa, who probably hurt him the worst in his career. Gamboa hurt Crawford the worst in his career, and Gamboa started off at like 130 or something like that, right? 130, 135, and he seriously hurt Crawford in that fight. So, and that's the only reason why I'm slightly picking Spence is because just a slightly size difference. That's it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, great fight though. But our winner this week, obviously, Conor Benn coming through, doing it big in the 2nd round. Well, what we got here? Bone Kiki, what are you saying? I never seen anybody whoop you guys like that. That's true. That's kind of true, man. It's kind of true. Exactly. Honestly, beginning of the fight, man, they were really going at it, man. They were going at it, body shots, man, for days. Body shots, man. It was looking good. Honestly,
Ray says Kavaliauskas hurt Crawford worse. No. I don't think so, because in that, go just, if you get a second, just go back and look at that fight, because Gamboa had him like hurt. Kavaliauskas caught him with that one shot, and he did go to his knee. The referee didn't count it as a drop. He did go to his knee and got up, but there was no even after that, there was no point where you're watching the fight like, oh yeah, Crawford might get stopped here or nothing like that. Like, at no point in time did that happen.
Right.
But in the Gamboa fight, that was back and forth. Like, that was probably a potential fight of the year. I don't know, I can't remember what year it was, but that one was more back and forth.
Well, that being said, you know what it is, man. It's Easter. We got to let our fans get back to their Easter dinners and spending time with their family, just like we're going to do. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us today. Shout out to Bone Kiki and Ray dropping everything in the chat, man. Honestly, what a great time I had. Great fights last night, man. Guys, you know what it is. Do us a favor, like, share, go to talkinfight.com, hit up that subscription, subscribe on the YouTube channel, subscribe everywhere, man. Set those reminders. Don't miss our shows. We'll see you next time.
Merci pour prendre le temps pour écouter notre canal de boxe. Happy Easter. À demain. Peace.
Peace.